a couple doors away from.
From her?
He was very close to home.
Uh-huh.
He was that kind of a guy. And that was not easy for her sometimes, but I remember she said, she tries to do the best she can, and in those days she wasn't working either at first.
Well, how did they meet?
I don't even remember, honey.
And he was did he own the shop? Or did he own the shop?
The dad, not
Oh,
Uncle
his
Ray.
dad, Uncle Ray's dad
Uncle
owned
Ray,
it.
he did some kind of work, but I can't remember what it was.
Oh, Uncle Ray didn't do
like
the
maybe
shoes?
helping build houses. I don't know, something.
Oh.
I don't remember, honestly. Or in a factory, I don't know.
So you don't remember how old you were. What was the age difference between you and Aunt Betty?
When I was crying when she got married?
Yeah. Did you call her Elizabeth or Betty?
Probably some of those pictures. I think I was in grade school.
Oh. Did you call her Betty or Elizabeth?
Did I call her Betty?
Yeah, or Elizabeth.
I think we called her Auntie Betty, but
yeah,
I think it was, like my mom called her Elizabeth.
Okay.
In those days you had to have a saint's name to be baptized.
Yes.
And Elizabeth was a saint.
Right.
Because I remember I wanted to have not you, Allison. And the priest told me she had to have a saint's name.
No, that was you.
Well, I know I was because they said Agnes.
Yeah.
But maybe
it
I'm
was
confused.
You. Yeah. What about so Uncle Ray? So he was a nice guy, and I don't remember ever meeting him. How old did he live till?
I know he used to love to go fishing. When
Okay.
like this kind of weather.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they would rent a cottage in the summer or something by the water. We used to take a ride there sometimes, and but I can't remember. It took us a couple hours to get there.
Oh, wow. And then Aunt Betty and Uncle Ray just had Robert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you think Auntie Elmer had 8, Auntie Barbara had 7.
Yeah.
I had 4. Auntie Christine?
3.
3, but the twins died.
All right, that would have been 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely she did
The
have 5. Yeah,
died.
yeah. Now,
in those days, I don't know that all the doctors were up on delivering twins and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they were attached somehow. I remember that.
I thought by the heart.
Like there's this part.
Oh, the stomach.
Like maybe the stomach part.
Right.
Which wasn't, in those days, they couldn't do anything.
Right.
Really.
So did Aunt Betty end up working at the grocery store like the other ones, or no? Did Aunt Betty have a job, or no? She stayed home with Robert.
I think she had a job later. She was working at a school.
Oh, really?
In a kitchen.
Oh, okay.
In a kitchen.
That's a good job.
Because they used to serve lunches and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, so did they live above the shoe store with his parents? Or did they live above the shoe store with his parents?
Did they
stay with Uncle Ray's parents?
They lived 2 doors away from them.
Oh, okay. 2 doors before. Okay. That's something.
At first, she lived there.
Okay.
And then they moved a couple doors away.
Okay. That's pretty close.
For rent probably. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And what kind of guy was he, though? Because I don't remember him. Was you said he was nice and he would take you for ice cream or yogurt in the summer?
Frozen custard in the summertime.
And then Aunt Betty would bring baked goods, you said, right?
She would, like at Christmas time, sometimes she would bring, just like you have a dress box or something, or from the
a shirt box.
Store box. and she would put in wax paper, and then she'd put different kind of cookies.
That's nice.
So we had cookies.
Yeah. So you were just little when she got married. So she was like 15 years older maybe than you, or 10?
Probably.
12?
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up.
When I pray for them, I start with first my mom and dad. Then I pray for Auntie Barbara, so she had to be the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
Then I pray for Auntie Catherine,
Mm-hmm.
and then Auntie Betty, and then come on now,
Cass?
Uncle Cass, and then Auntie Dolores,
Mhm.
Auntie Eleanor,
Mm-hmm.
and then I pray for Dad
Mm-hmm.
and his mother and father,
Mm-hmm.
and Grandma and Grandpa,
Right.
and then I pray for Uncle Dillard and the twins, and then I pray for Uncle Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
So I pray for all, you know.
Yeah.
Because my mom and dad, the very first baby died, Reginka.
Right. You said that was devastating to Grandma.
Yes, she cried until, I remember we took her to the cemetery shortly before she passed away. And I don't remember if she sat in a car then because she couldn't get out of the car. And she cried.
Every time I went to the cemetery with Grandma, when I would go to the cemetery with her, every time she would cry like she just lost her yesterday. She would cry at that grave and kiss the grave like she just lost her yesterday.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it just happened.
She really missed her.
Yeah. That's so sad.
Yeah.
But you didn't know her because you weren't
No.
you weren't born yet.
No.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, she lived till 11 or 12. But I kind of think she was a special person. You know, maybe she would have even been a nun or something if she grew up.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, because Grandma really missed her.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And it was
bad.
probably hard to see her sick and dying at home, you know.
And you said Grandpa wasn't around. He
I-
wasn't. He was working. He didn't even know, I think someone said,
I
because
don't know. I
you
don't
couldn't
remem-
communicate, I
remember
heard.
that.
I remember I did a video with Uncle Bob telling us about her.
Yeah, I
But
remember that.
yeah. But so did Auntie Betty and Uncle Ray live close to you guys? Could you walk there, or no, they lived far?
They lived close to downtown.
Oh, to Detroit. Yeah.
There was a church, and I can't think of the church's name even. And I don't even know if the church is still there, unless it's a different kind of nationality. But I used to remember the church before, and I can't remember it now, that they went to all the time.
Now, what school did you go to, and was that the same as the church you were at? Did you go to Catholic school and you went to the Catholic church, the same one? What elementary school did you go to in high school? I can't remember.
We went to grade school, Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi.
And then we went to high school, St. Ladislaus.
And Dad did too? Dad also did?
Dad went to St. Ladislaus.
Okay.
And Auntie Dolores and Auntie Eleanor, and I don't remember why, but they used to go to a different high school, and it was Catholic, but I don't remember why. Maybe St. Ladislaus at that time wasn't even there. You know, maybe it was built later.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
St. Stanislaus.
Oh.
That's where they went.
It's like
St.
almost.
Stanislaus.
It's almost like Saint Ladislaus, but Saint
Yeah,
Stanislaus.
St. Stanislaus.
That's funny.
Yeah, they went to school there.
Yeah.
No, we were all working when we were
Young.
grade school, I think even.
Right.
I used to babysit. like during the summer by Auntie Barbara, and hang clothes on a line. In the summer, she would wash them and put them through the wringer. And then when she would go to work, she worked in a Sears office.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
And not full time now. Just when the kids got a little bigger. She had 7. Auntie Barbara had 7.
I forgot that. 7 kids. That's a lot of kids.
And lived in a house. They had the downstairs, and there was another family upstairs.
Oh my gosh. So there was 7 kids. So there's 9 of them living in a flat downstairs. Did they have
times were hard.
Yeah. Did they have a basement?
I think so, but I'm not positive.
Wow, 7 in a flat.
And across the street from a railroad track and a railroad coal company.
Oh wow.
Times were
Yeah,
hard.
would they look for coal loose?
Huh?
Would they look for coal to fill their stove with? You know, like would
they
there
used
be
to
cool?
walk the track.
Yeah, to look for coal and stuff.
To see if they could find. Sometimes they fall out of the railroad track.
Yes,
you
yes.
know. No, they used to play on the railroad track, but Auntie Barbara told me not to let them because they're in case they weren't careful or something. You know?
Right. Right. And then, so would you get paid or no? You didn't get paid. It was like just for a favor because she's your family.
I didn't get paid anything.
Yeah.
My mom might have
got a couple dollars.
$10 or $15
for you to do
in those
that.
days, you know.
Well, it seems like you helped each other out a lot.
Huh?
You helped each other out a lot, I think.
You know, times were bad.
Mm-hmm.
There was depression times,
Yeah.
you know. My dad wasn't working and he was sick at the end. And everybody just kind of helped. Aunt Dolores, I know, lived in a house. I think they were renting the house, too. And Uncle Dick was a barber. And off of Conant in Detroit, close to Davison. And they didn't buy this house till later, a lot later.
Right. I remember when they bought this house, we all went over there.
Yeah. But, no, times were hard.
Yeah. And Aunt Dolores, did
Huh?
she work at Farmer Jack's? Or did
What?
Aunt Dolores work at Farmer Jack's?
Farmer Jack?
Yeah. Is that where Auntie worked?
Aunt
Dolores?
Was Auntie Christine.
Oh, Aunt Christine. But I thought that
Auntie
Aunt Dolores
Dolores worked somewhere now, maybe, but she worked like in the meat department.
Yeah. That was a good job.
But not when the kids were little.
When they were older.
You know.
Yeah. Aunt Dolores and then Aunt Eleanor.
Aunt Eleanor worked, if I'm not mistaken, in a potato chip factory when she was a teenager.
Oh, that's funny.
And on Friday, they would let the people fill their own bag of potato chips. And I don't know if it was New Era or what it was.
It wasn't Lay's?
No.
Or Better Made?
No.
It was something else.
No. And it was, the place was, I think she had to take a bus to get to work, but I don't remember for sure. But somewhere off of Conant.
Okay. That's funny. I didn't know she did that.
Yeah.
And did she meet Uncle Googie there or no?
Who?
Aunt Eleanor, when did she meet her husband? Or do you remember where she met her husband?
No, that was before they got married.
Oh, that was when she was younger.
Oh, yeah, no.
Younger.
No.
I'm surprised you all didn't work at the potato chip factory. How did she get a job there when she was a teenager?
I don't know. Somebody must have. Honey,
Recommended
kids were
her.
working before.
Yeah.
I think I was 12 when I was working.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't. To be honest with you, when I started 9th grade in high school, I got a job at Neisner's, which was a dime store in Hamtramck. And I had a special working permit that I could start working, and I don't know if I was 13, 14. And before that, I used to babysit.
Right. What did Uncle Googie do for a job?
Electrician.
Oh, he was an electrician.
Yeah, but times were, like I said, times were bad, and a lot of times he wasn't working. He was laid off.
So they didn't work together. None of them worked. None of the uncles worked together.
No.
Was Uncle Googie friends with?
Oh yeah, they were all friends.
Yeah. Before they married, they were all friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Aunt Christine, weren't you almost married the same year as Aunt Christine, or no?
I think Aunt Christine got married in June, and I got married in October.
Okay.
I think.
I thought it was like the same year or close to the same wedding.
I don't remember if it was the same year exactly, but. And maybe she got married earlier than June. I don't remember, Angela.
Yeah. So when Aunt Eleanor didn't work when the kids were little though, right? Did she work later?
Later?
Yeah. When the kids were older, or no? She was probably so busy taking care of. Was there 7 in that family?
Or
8?
I kind of almost think she didn't go to work until after Uncle Googie died, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure, Angela.
Yeah. Was he in his 40s or 50s? Uncle Googie.
They used to like to go fishing, Uncle Dick and Uncle Googie.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. We would go to Uncle Dillard's house, and he would shock the ground, and all of us kids would pick up worms for them and put it in a bucket.
Oh. I forgot that.
Yeah. I thought it was at Uncle Dillard's house. So did Aunt Eleanor live in Hamtramck first before she bought the house here? Or Detroit?
It wasn't Hamtramck. It was somewhere on the east side, but I can't remember, honestly.
Detroit.
And it was a rental home, rental.
Yeah. Did you buy your house first, or she bought her house first?
She was living in her house, I think. Maybe she bought it. She might have bought it later. I kind of think she bought it later.
Okay.
Auntie Dolores was living right off of Ryan, the first block.
Yeah.
From 12 and Ryan.
Yeah. But that was later on.
Yeah.
Because I remember them moving in. We thought we thought that house was like a castle. We couldn't believe it. It was so big. So, wow. And then Uncle Kaz
married Auntie Jean. I don't think they had any children.
No. I don't think so either.
And they lived off of Van Dyke and 9 Miles somewhere. And then I don't remember.
Did she die or did she leave him?
No, I think they were having problems and they were separated. She had a brother, too, that used to come and stay sometimes by them, I think. And or visit them. Because I met him, too.
Yeah.
And then it seems like, I don't know if they were separated. I don't remember that, Angela. And
because I thought he lived out of state later. Uncle Kaz I thought he lived out of the state for a long time.
He did for a long time.
Okay.
But I don't remember even where now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then Uncle Bob and Aunt Judy.
And they had
They lived in Grosse Pointe, maybe, or East Point. I remember they bought a big house and we went to see it. And it had hardwood floors. And then they had 3 kids, right?
2 or 3, I don't remember.
Christopher, Kathy, and Mark.
How many?
3. Christopher, Kathy, and Mark.
Wow, very good, Angela.
Oh, I used to hang out with Christopher. He was closest to my age. Everybody else was too old for me. I think that's why. Yeah, Kathy. Yeah. Time goes by quick. And then did Busha... She just worked at the hospital, right? Did she work... Your mom?
In the kitchen.
She worked in the kitchen.
She got that job after my dad died.
Okay.
Because we had no hospitalization. And there was a
Bill
to be paid. And almost everybody at that time was... I don't know if they were working or whatever. My mom wasn't getting much money at that time. She even had a lady living there to help with the expenses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, had it like rented a bedroom.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And Mrs. Nichols, I think.
Okay.
And she paid off that bill, I remember.
But when your dad passed away, you were 18 or 19?
Did what?
When your dad passed away, you were like 18, weren't you? Or
I
no?
was in nursing school.
Yeah.
My first year.
Right.
And he said to me, "Don't be a nurse."
Really? Why?
He was crying.
Really?
And I went to visit him. When we first started school, we got our weekends off until, like, just say Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
From September, we started school in September. Yeah. We lived there at the nurse's home during the week, but on a weekend we could go home every weekend. Take our laundry home, do your laundry and stuff. And we had just started back to where we weren't getting weekends off, like just say February maybe. Yeah. Like after Christmas, January, February. Mm-hmm. And my dad he didn't believe in going to a doctor. Plus we didn't have money to go to a doctor. Mm-hmm. And he was crying, spitting up blood, and he couldn't breathe.
Wow.
And they took him to the hospital, and I don't remember which hospital now, to be honest with you. But I went to visit him when I had the weekend off to see him. And he was crying and talked Polish. We talked Polish at home until my 3rd grade.
Wow. Okay.
Then we spoke English.
Yeah.
And he said in Polish, "Don't be a nurse." And I was crying because he was really in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And I said, "Why are you saying that, Daddy?" In Polish. Mm-hmm. And he says, "They're not nice to me."
Aww.
And I remember, I thought to myself, I'm going to be the best nurse I can be.
Aww, that's so nice.
And he passed away. I don't know if he was even there a week. He passed away.
Did they say why?
He was in an oxygen tent.
Oh, really?
Spitting up blood.
Did they say what was wrong with him?
Cancer.
Oh, it was cancer. Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, because of the smoke. He was a
smoker.
Big Chesterfield cigarette smoker.
Well, all of them were
Everybody was
smokers.
smoking before.
Everybody was smoking, yes.
And I
that's
have, Andrea told me I have COPD,
Mm-hmm.
and that's same thing from smoking.
Mm-hmm.
I says, I only tried one puff on a cigarette.
It's because you were around everybody who had cigarettes. I know. I wonder about that too, because I waitressed for a long time in the smoking restaurant.
Yeah, but she said you were around people who were smoking,
Mm-hmm.
which is true.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they would get together. We had a kitchenette, which is a kitchen and then like an extra room.
Right.
Where we had a table and chairs set up. This could have been our kitchen, and that might have been our kitchenette.
Yes.
And in the kitchenette, sometimes on a Friday night after the week of working and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
the guys would get together and they would play cards in there. You know, like
Yeah.
my dad and Uncle Googie and
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Kaz, whoever was around.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd play cards. And they were smoking.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
That I remember, kind of.
Right.
You know, they didn't do it all the time, but, you know, I don't know, once a month maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, times were different.
Mm-hmm.
A lot different.
Yeah. Well, you just did the best that you
figure
could.
We've been here since 1961.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the years go by quick. 65, 40, so 40.
You know how I figure
65.
it. This is 76,
Mm-hmm.
and 61 is 11 years. So 65 years we're here.
That's a long time. Yeah, that's a long time.
And they don't probably build houses like this anymore.
No, they're all junk.